Good Sunday, everyone. This is Diane at Rose Haven Yarn Shop. Class today, the rain I think is slowing things down, which is fine because I always have a lot of people. Last week we were 10, 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon. So I'm going to take this advantage that nobody's here right now. Could happen any second, just to say a quick hi and put you up to date with what's happening with Diane, the classes, and all that jazz. You've got right here the anchor. That's one of the petite knit pattern, which is a solid color in the showcasing of the pattern. But I've decided to use the Allino and to do two colors because these portions are literally ribs one by one. So I've decided to each rib, and then there's increases and a rib and increase. I've decided to showcase two colors that we have in the Allino. This is the apple green and this is the cherry color. And the rest of the body, I'm going to keep it with that apple green. I think I'm going to do the border in red. I'm not sure yet. The sleeves are on weight right now. I'm pretty sure they'll be green, but they could have the rim or the rib in red. Still not sure. That's the fun thing about creating something different, is as you go along, you can adjust to your liking. One thing is, because I have many projects on the go, so a hint of the day, to put my sleeve on hold, for me to use a piece of other yarn, it's always not a struggle, but it's never fun to put it back on. So what I did is I used smaller needle that I had in my box, because all of my barber cord are on another sweater. And if you don't know what the knitting barber are, is those, it honestly looks like candy, little string of candy, but there is a baby hole, and what you do is you just poke your tip of the needle in there, and then you can slide all your stitches. So for today, what I did is I had a circular needle on the bottom, but I couldn't put it on the mannequin to show you. So what I did is I just put one of the barber at the bottom of it, and now they're just slide off left and right, and then I can put it on the mannequin. The other thing that you can do when your your knitting barber cord are on, is you can try it on. It's always nice to be able to try it on, and sometimes when the needles are on, it's more difficult. So yeah, so if you put the knitting barber in, you can have as much space as you want, and we do have all of these babies here in several colors. Today was a week for me to play with toys. We do have Danger Craft pattern. We've got many of these creatures upstairs. There's the elephant that I'm going to show you, but there's other little toys that are up there. And what I like about her pattern is yes, she does have all the pattern. It's very well written. And at the last page, she's giving you option of different yarn size. So the pattern stays the same. It's just you're using bigger needle and bigger yarn. So what I did for this elephant is we do carry the yarn called Wow. It's a fluffy yarn, and I thought it would be a perfect yarn to make an elephant. We have a baby on the way in the family. Baby is coming in June. So I thought an elephant is one of Mom and Dad's favorite toys. So this is what it came out with the fluffy. It's just gorgeous. So the way we're knitting it is everything is closed except between his leg. That's where the magic will happen to stuff him up. I have not decided if I'm going to put the safety eyes or not, which we have a very nice wide variety of size and stuff. Because it's going to be for an infant, I might just needle them in, and yeah, not sure yet, but I'll bring him back next week and then you can see what I've done. But the trunk the trunk of the elephant is closed, so the only opening is honestly between his legs. So now he's ready to be stuffed. He's got 2 ears that will come this way. Isn't he cute? He's got 2 arms, so the arms are like flat and just mattress stitch on, so these guys will be able to move. And he's got a cute little tail that is an I-cord with some fluff that we add at the end, so the tail is going to go. So this is what the fluffy is. I forgot to weigh it. I wanted to know if I had enough for 2. Do I have a scale? Oh, I do have a scale here. Hold on a sec. Because this is 100 grams to start. Let's see if we have battery in here. Push the button. Oh, we do have battery in this one. Let's weigh it. So there's still 38 grams left. So no, there's not enough to do a second one. But maybe one of the other little creature. But it was fun. It was easy. The pattern really sort of takes you by the hand. It's not difficult. Yeah, and even like I like her. It's simple, but see, she put a belly button on the elephant. He does look good with his safety eyes, but yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a surprise what's going to happen. The other thing is, I don't know if you remember, I did Orio the Donkey. I don't know if it's a year ago. Must be close to a year ago, because I remember purchasing the book when I went on holiday in BC. But anyway, I did this guy, and I thought that he might need a friend. So this week was the week of the eclipse, and Leslie did dye some yarn called PEC Eclipse or Eclipse PEC, one or the two. And there's one that she used with sparkle. So, and they were mini skeins. The pattern is asking for 25 grams, and the skeins of the Eclipse are just under. Mine was like 21 grams, so it was not enough to do. They call it dungarees, but they're overalls. So I was able to do like the bottom portion of the overall, and there is some sparkle in it. So the overall are going to be for a bear. It's got a little opening, like a buttonhole for his tail to come out. And I did have leftover orange from that lovely t-shirt with all the design in the back from Isabel Kramer. Oh, the name of the pattern, but it's gorgeous. No, it's not coming. So I had leftover of that orange, so I did the top of his overall with the orange, and I do have little button in my collection for all my gnomes. So yeah, so the overalls are done. The thing that I did not know, and Leslie thought it might happen, is that it did lines. This pattern was on 84 stitches, so 84 stitches was enough to have it striped, which kind of very cool, because we see all the colors that Leslie put through. The only thing is, when we go down to the leg, we go down to 40, it was 84, so half of it, yeah, so it was 21, so it was 42 stitches. It's not quite enough to have the same patterning, but it is still striping, so that was very cool. So once I got to the leg, I used the beginning of the ball and the end of the ball, and I did this as I would have done 2 socks together, right? So they were both on my needles, And yeah, the thing about this book, and I remember from doing the donkey, is it's a total pleasure to knit her. Everything in the book is well written. Her detail is just the way, see the back of the overall, the way that she makes us do this here, the quality of her doing the pattern is just so nice. So this is the bear. So this is Moosh the Bear. He's got his pajama right now. So the pajamas are going to be knit last. And he's got, as you've just seen, he's got these overalls. So for me, that's going to be sort of a fun part, because I'm always going to remember that Moosh was born on the year of the eclipse, because he does have that special yarn with him. The other thing about the pattern is she makes this, like, it's very detailed. You need just to follow her. You can almost follow her blindly. She makes us do little pieces of yarn as a reminder for later. And so this guy is started right here. So this is Moosh. He's got one ear done. He does have his eyes done. This is embroidered. And so I just wanted to show you, this is how she does it. She makes us put a reminder on 4 stitches here, and there's 4 stitches below. So there's 4 there, and there's 4 on top. So there's 8 together. So then it's very easy to just, and I'll try to do it sideways here. When you're ready to do your ear into that pattern, it's very easy just to go in, pick those 4 stitches for the bottom, just like that. Isn't that cute? And you have, let's see if we can still do it sideways to you guys. Right there, we can see them very nicely. And normally the stuffing would not be in the head, but I did leave it in just to be able to, it could be just a little bit tight for me. Well, you saw how the first 4 went in very easily. Just, you still see perfect. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. Perfect. So once you've secured those stitches that she make you mark, you can take away that piece of yarn that was an extra piece just in there in the meantime. And yes, you did see right, I do have DPNs in there. This is about the only time I do use DPNs is when I do toys, because I could still use my circular needle, but they're still on the head, so I didn't want to take them out. So this way, with a 3rd needle, you knit the front, knit the back, and that's a full circle. So the ear is on a 5 row, and then your Kitchener stitch, and then she makes us remove the fluff, because now the head is all secured, because it's easier to put all his feature in his face when he's all rounded up. So after this ear will be knitted, we're down to continuing on with the neck. So this is a seamless, in the sense that it's not like the front, the back, and then you mattress stitch together. No. You stop there, you do the ear, and then you're continuing on with the neck, the body. Then we're going to put on hold. We'll do an arm one way. Very well written. Yeah, I love this book. So the book is called Mouche and Friend. So Moosh is the name of the bear, and in the book there's 12 different animals. And the yarn that I've been using to do Horacio, I did use the Jimison, because it was kind of a sort of a more of a coarse wool a little bit. Well, this one was done also with Jimison, I did it with the shibji. Shibji for the bear, so the pink portion of it, and his pajama will be 2 color, so the pajama will be in the burgundy and the blue. Hello, madame. So I think, oh, I wanted to have an update, or maybe you do want to have an update on the baby blanket. So we do not have this at the store, but I should show it to Leslie. This is so cool. So my ball is on it's on a pivot here. Just put it on my wrist and I can walk, I can go anywhere, and I just knit because my yarn is right there. We do have something different upstairs, which is still like there's a little basket, there's cute little toys that you can add to your collection as you're knitting. So this is the Anthology blanket. It is a shawl or a throw, but it's a big circle that for me, it's going to be a baby blanket. We have a baby coming up in October. So it starts from the middle, and it's 20 grams of 24 different colors. So it's been growing and growing and growing. So I'm at color 14 right now. So these last 3 was kind of liking each other. So there's, you know, it's not as bold as a difference as these 2, of course. So we have 1, we have 2, and the third one, because for now it's been a while that every color, it's still the same amount of stitches, which is 576. And right now, or I should point out, like this nice red was a mohair, so I'm putting another mohair right now, but this guy is skinnier. It's upstairs in the corner there, so it's a leftover of Marie-Pierre, one of her last sweater, which is kind of nice because it's going to be included in the baby blanket. But yeah, so this is the blue mohair in here, and after that, that's the fun of it, is you just weigh some of your leftover, and if there's 20 grams, you put it on. And if there's a bit less, it doesn't matter, because you'll just start the next color a little bit sooner. So this is the next one that's going to go in. This is going to change. Like right now it's beige and a bit of brown, but there is literally some teal in the center and other color there, which is kind of nice. So yeah, so this is I think I showed you everything I wanted to. Oh yeah, no, there's one more thing this week. I don't know if you know, there is a mystery gnome starting this week. Each time it's always, oh, you know what, I did so many gnomes, I don't have to do this one. And as the date gets closer, and as the reminder are coming in, it's like, oh, it's soon. So yeah, but this one, she is doing for the first time some self-striping. So you need to have at least 1 self-striping yarn. You don't have to, but this pattern will work with it. And so this is the colors that she will be using, that she's already telling us. I did go into my stash, and I have one very colorful one that was from Biscuit in the beginning of Biscuit, and you could at that time buy. It was not remnants, but it was not a full skein. So yeah, so this is self-striping. And then for the solid color, they have to be different than this one. So I'm not too sure what color I'll be picking yet. I don't think I got them out, but I do have things in my stash. Do not worry. But anyway, the key dates for the new gnome happening is April 18, which is this Thursday, is clue number 1. So yeah, so for sure I'll be knitting a new gnome. So at class on Thursday, hopefully if the clue is not too big or too extensive to knit, I'll have that clue done by then. But on that note, have a beautiful wet Sunday. I know it's been raining for here in the Prince Edward County and been windy. Yesterday I went to Kingston. I took the bridge to go to Kingston, and I think it's the first time that I have to admit there was a line because they're doing renovation of the bridge. I think they've been doing that construction for the past 7 to 8 years. They're changing the whole bridge, but all that to say that the light, because it's only a one lane, one way, the light is on this side when you're going to Kingston, but you're on top of the bridge. Yesterday, that wind, and my truck is higher, and I could sway, I could feel the wind. It was like, okay, I'm ready to go across today. But yeah, on that note, the grass needs it, our flower bed needs it, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Have a beautiful week. Bye.